ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री भगवद्गीता अद पंचदशोध्याय पुरुषोत्तम प्राप्ति योग। श्री भगवानुवाच ऊर्ध्वमूलमधशाखम् अस्वत्थं प्राहुरव्ययम् छन्दांसि यस्य पर्णानि यस्तं वेद स वेदवित्। Sri Bhagavan said, O Arjun, the Aswatha tree has its roots above and branches beneath. The learned states this tree of life as Aswatha tree, as eternal one, with Vedic hymns as its leaves. This tree will not die till the attainment of Gnana, pure wisdom. He who understands this is a Veda knower. The hair in the head of the man is akin to Aswatha tree, whose roots are up. The cosmic consciousness enters Sahasrara chakra underneath the Brahmarandhra through medulla oblongata. That consciousness is absorbed by the hair roots in the head. This cosmic consciousness from Sahasrara flows through the other 6 chakras or junction boxes. They are Agna, Visuddha, Anahata, Manipura, Swadhisthana and Mooladhara chakras. From these chakras, the consciousness will enter into nerve centers, then to nerves, lungs, heart and kidneys, etc. That is the reason man is compared to Aswatha tree. Adhaschordhvam prastutastasya shakha guna pravruddha vishaya prabalaha adhascha mulanyanu santatani karmanubandhini manushya loke. This life force or this life tree is spread from above unto below, that is Bhuloka. Above is Brahmaloka and below is Bhuloka, nurtured by gunas. Its buds are the objects of senses. In the world of mankind, it will entangle this life tree to karma so that its roots are firmly and strongly spread. Na rupamasyeha tadopalabhyate nanto na chadir na cha sampratishta aswadhamenam suvirudhamulam asanga shastrena drudena chitva asanga shastrena drudena chitva tatapadam तत्परिमार्गितव्यं यस्मिन् गता न निवर्तन्ति भूयः तमेव चाद्यं पुरुषं प्रपद्ये यतः प्रवृत्ति प्रसृता पुराणे. The real nature of this life tree cannot be understood this way by the people interested in mundane things. Such ordinary worldly people cannot understand its beginning, middle and end. This strong rooted Aswatha life tree has to be uprooted with equally strong weapon called unattachment or vairagya. Then they should take the shelter of Parabrahman, from whom this eternal life tree has been manifested. He must do Kriya Yoga Sadhana and enter into him so that the sadhak, that means the meditator, will not again entangle in this mundane existence. Nirmana mohajita sanghadosha adhyatma nitya vinivruta kamaha dvandvair vimuktaha sukha dukkha sangair gacchantya mooda padamavyayam tat. Those sadhaks who are free from affection, ego, ignorance, attachment, interest in visible things, and who are always having soul wisdom, who are anchored to Brahman, who are completely rid of desire, devoid of dualities like pleasure and displeasure, such men of wisdom are attaining that state of eternal Parabrahman. न तद्भासयते सूर्यो न शशांको न पावकः यद्गत्वा न निवर्तन्ते तद्धाम परमं मम. That place of self-effulgent Parabrahman cannot be illumined by sun, moon and fire. Having reached me, the supreme place, no one will again return to this mundane existence. ममैवांसो जीवलोके जीवभूतः सनातनः मनःषष्ठानीन्द्रियाणि प्रकृतिस्थानि कर्षति. The soul is an integral part of eternal spirit. This manifesting as a soul. The soul is an integral part of eternal spirit. This manifesting as a soul in the world of beings, becoming impure and called jiva. The soul is manifesting as a self in the world of beings, becoming impure and is called jiva. This soul or self attracts to itself the five senses and the sixth one, mind. This jiva, when it is impure, it is called jiva. So this impure soul or jiva, it attracts to itself the five senses and the sixth one, mind. Shariram yadavapnoti yachapyutkramati sverah gruhit vaitani samyati Vayurgandha nivasayat. Jiva is the lord of the body in kingdom. Jiva is the lord of the body in the kingdom. Body kingdom. When air passes through the flower garden, etc., it carries the fragrance of the flowers along with it. Likewise, when Jiva leaves this body, he will carry the five senses and the mind along with him. When Jiva transmigrates to another body, that means when Jiva is transmigrating from one body to another body, he will bring these six things along with him. What are those six things? Five senses and the sixth one, mind. Srotram chakshum sparsanam chaya. Srotram chakshusparsanam cha rasanam ghranameva cha adhishtaya manaschayam vishayanupasevate ye. This Jivatma experiences the things such as hearing, sight, touch, taste and smell with the aid of five senses and mind. Utkramantam stitam vapi Bhunjanam va gunanvitam vimudha pasyanti gnana chekshusahaya. When Jiva transmigrates from one body to another body, when Jiva exists in the body, when Jiva experiencing the sense pleasures with gunas, then that thing, the ignorant is unable to understand this. When Jiva transmigrates from one body to another body, when he exists in the body or experiences the sense pleasures with gunas, the ignorant, agnani, cannot understand this. Only those whose third eye, that is Gnana Netra, is opened can understand their own self. Kriya Yoga. What is Kriya Yoga? 40,000 proteins are required for daily routine work. Kriya Yoga aids in increasing these proteins by which disease and old age will be kept at bay. Kriya Yoga aids in increasing these proteins by which disease and old age will be kept at bay. The coordination between different organs like liver, lungs, heart, etc. and life cells decreases gradually with age. This leads to disease. Only through Kriya Yoga practice this coordination is possible. Hydrogen bomb is made of the principle of fusion, that is Bhashya Kumbhaka. The diseased cells can be made healthy through fusion. In fusion, the life cells can be left without and energy is created. The life cells can be left without means outside, and energy is created. Atom bomb is made on the principles of fission, that is Anta Kumbhaka. The diseased cells can be made healthy through fission. In fissions, the life cells can be concentrated within in Kutastha and energy is created. Ida subtle nadi is Ganga, Pingala subtle nadi is Jamuna, and Sushumna subtle nadi is Saraswati. Ida is Ganga, Pingala is Yamuna, and Sushumna is Saraswati. The confluence of these three subtle nadis in Kutastha is Triveni Sangamam. These three, Ida, Pingala and Sushumna. This is Triveni Sangamam. The awakened Kundalini is made to reach Sahasrara through Sushumna is called Samadhi. The awakened Kundalini is made to reach Sahasrara through Sushumna is called Samadhi. Kriya Yoga is a physical and mental process. Kriya Yoga is a physical and mental process. In this yoga, the carbon in the blood is removed. It will invigorate with oxygen. The blood will invigorate with oxygen. The life cells in the cerebrum will become positive north pole. In the cerebrum, it will become north pole, and the cells in the rest of the body will become negative south pole. Sadhak will inhale life force fully up to Agnya positive chakra in Kutastha. Then exhale it fully up to Mooladhara, and by this process he produces electromagnetic force. He will make the Merudanda as an electromagnet. This decreases the decay of life cells. Heart and cranial nerves will get rest and energy. Heart and cranial nerves will get rest and energy. There are 6 chakras in the spinal cord, that is Merudanda. They are Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, Visuddha, and Agnya in Kutastha. The 12 Rashis exist at the rate of 2 Rashis per chakra. The Rashis exist on either side of each chakra. Kriya Yogi will pull his life force from Mooladhara up to Kutastha, that is Agnya positive, and from Kutastha down up to Mooladhara chakra. One Kriya burns 1 year of karma. This way he does one Kriya. Doing Kriyas this way, the Kriya Yogi beholds the Atma Surya rotating the life force in this 12 Rashis. The Atma Surya means soul sun. Sun travels at the rate of 1 month per one Rashi. Sun takes 1 year to make one rotation around 12 Rashis. Elapsing of 1 year is equal to experiencing 1 year of Prarabdha karma. To burn our Sanchita karma, that is past karma, 10 lakhs years of healthy life is required. The Kriya Yogi can burn this karma by doing 1000 kriyas per day for 3 years. This way, he can get the development of 10 lakhs years in one lifespan itself. In a systematic way of doing kriyas regularly, one can burn the karma of 10 lakh years and gets development in 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42 and 48 years. In case of not getting consummate development in one birth, the Kriya Yogi will carry the results of Kriya Yoga along with him to the next birth. The life of a Kriya Yogi is not influenced by his past karmas. The Kriya Yogi will be guided by his soul intuition, Atma Nirdesham. Kriya Yoga is to be done completely in complete solitude. Kriya Yoga is to be done in complete solitude and with limited food. Ekantam and Mitaharam are required for Kriya Yoga. Kriya Yoga consists of Hatha Yoga, energization, exercises, Japa Jam, Laya Yoga, Soham and Om techniques, Karma Yoga, that is service, Mantra Yoga, including chanting Bija Akshara, that is root word chanting, in chakras, Raja Yoga, consisting of techniques of Pranayama. The Kutastha, that is Agna positive chakra, is North Pole. Mooladhara chakra is South Pole. The Kriya Yogi makes the spinal cord into a electromagnet. The spinal cord will become a electromagnet. By the Kriya Yogi makes the spinal cord into a electromagnet by rotating the life force from South Pole to North Pole, and from North Pole to South Pole. North Pole means Agnya positive or Kutastha, South Pole means Mooladhara chakra. By doing so, the currents from Mooladhara to North Pole to South Pole, by doing so, the currents from Mooladhara to Visuddha chakra are brought to Sahasrara underneath the Brahma Randhra through the Shushumna of spinal cord. This gives the Kriya Yogi immeasurable pleasure. By doing so, the currents from Mooladhara to Visuddha chakra are brought to Sahasrara underneath the Brahma Randhra through the Sushumna spinal cord. To the Sushumna of spinal cord. This gives the Kriya Yogi immeasurable pleasure. If the Kriya Yoga is done with some appropriate Hasta Mudras, that is hand mudras, then the Merudanda spinal cord will be further energized. Life force is having both intelligence and energy. Oxygen is having energy only. The Sarira, that is body, can become ossified. The Deham, body, can be subjected to burning, and the Kalevaram, that is body, can become rotten. Once more. Shariram means body, can become ossified. Deham, that also means body only. This Deham can be subjected to burning. That is why it is called Deham. And the Kalevaram, that is also meaning that also body only. The Kalevaram can become rotten. That is why it is called Kalevaram. The Kriya Yogi will overcome all these predicaments of the body. Yatanto yoginaschainam pasyantyatmanyavasthitam yatantopya krutatmano nainam pasyantyachetasaka. Those yoga sadhaks who are making efforts to know about themselves understanding the soul. Some of those efforts are unable to, those efforters, that means those who are making effort, are efforters, are unable to understand and see the self because of impure antakarana. Because of impure antakarana. Yadaditya gatam tejo jagad bhasayati khilam yat chandramasi yachagnahu tattejo vidhimamakam. The light in sun that illumines the whole world, the light in the moon and the light in fire, all this radiance is of Parabrahman only. Know this one, O Arjun. Gama visyacha bhutani dharayamyaha mojasa pushnami chaushadhi sarva somo bhutva rasatmakaha. And O Arjuna, and I am permeating earth with my effulgence, and I am sustaining all the living creatures. I am the watery moon. I am giving strength to all plants. I, as the watery moon, am giving strength to all plants. The subtle ego, Sukshma Sharira Ahamkar, is the middleman of physical body, Stula Sharira, body bound attachment, and soul wisdom, that is Atma Tattva. The subtle ego, Sukshma Sharira Ahamkar, is the middleman of physical body, Stula Sharira, that is body bound attachment, and the soul wisdom, that is Atma Tattva. Aham Vaishvanaro Bhutva Pranino Praninam Dehamasritaha Pranapana Samayukva Pacham Yannam Chaturvidham. As a Vaishvanara fire in the stomach, Vaishvanara fire exists in the stomach of all beings. So as a Vaishvanara fire in the stomach, I am digesting 4 types of food with the prana and apana vayus, which again my forms only. Sarvasya chaham hudisannivishto mattasmrutirgnana mapohanancha vedaischa sarvairahameva vedyo vedanta krudveda videva chaham. I am seated in the heart of all beings. Memory and forgetfulness are happening to the jiva due to my existence. In fact, I only am the knower through Vedas. I am the author of Vedanta. The subject of Vedas are also me only. Veda means to hear, Om sound. Vidhi means dharma, duty. So hearing Om sound is Veda Vidhi, that is one's bounden duty. We must hear Om sound. Om. Let us talk about Om. Om is sound and its replica also. Om is sound and its replica also. Om is the combination of 3 sounds, that is Akara, Ukara and Makara. It is having the quality of universalism. Whole cosmos is emerged out of spotum, that is sound only. Spotum means in Sanskrit it is sound. The whole cosmos is emerged out of spotum only, that is sound only. This is called manifested Brahma, Vyakta Brahma. It encompasses all the sounds in it. Akara represents Srishti, creation, Brahma, which is in Bindu form. Akara represents Srishti Brahma, that is creation Brahma, which is in Bindu form. Ukara represents Sthiti, that is existence, Vishnu form. Makara represents Laya, that is destructor, that is Maheswara. Soul is subtler than atom and greater than cosmos. The meditator hears the sound of Om in his Kriya Yoga sadhana. This is called Nada Brahma. This will make the sadhak unite with the Parabrahman. The goal of all Vedas is Om only. Vishva, Tejasa, Prajna, Prachagatma, Virat, Hiranyagarbha, Avyakruta and Paramatma are 8 limbs of Om. Vishva, Tejasa, Prajna, Pratyagatma, Virat, Hiranyagarbha, Avyakruta and Paramatma are 8 limbs of Om. Akara, Mukara, Makara, Ardhamatra, that is half point, are 4 feet of Om. Jagrata, that is waking state, Swapna, that is sleeping state, and Shushupti, that is superconscious state, are the 3 states of Om. And Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra, Sadasiva and Maheshwara are the 5 deities of Om. The one who does not know Om or hear that sound cannot attain Brahman. Hasradakati papani dirgha moksha pradayikaha adhyayana Pluto vapi adhyayana Pluto vapi trividacharanena tu. Om chanting can be Harsva dahati papani dirgho moksha pradayakaha adhyayanaha Pluto vapi trividocharana iti. That means Om chanting can be done in 3 ways. Trividocharana iti means Om chanting can be done in 3 ways. One is Hrasvam, that is shorter, Avom, 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 like that. And Plutam, little longer, Avom, Avom, Avom. And Dirgham, that means Dirgham means Om chanting can be Dirgham also, very long. That is Avom, Avom, Avom. This is Dirgham. So Hrasvam is shorter, Plutam is little longer, and the Dirgham is very long. You see, Ishta Siddhi, Hasva Om chanting will remove sins. Avom, 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 it will remove sins, this chanting. And the Plutam, that is little longer, Avom, Avom, Avom. This is called Plutam. This sort of Om chanting will provide Ishta Siddhi or fulfiller of righteous desires. And Dirgham, that is Avom, Avom, Avom. This is called Dirgham, and the Dirgham will give you salvation. Will lead to salvation. Mukti Pradayani. If Om is chanted loudly, audible, Sthulam, that means like that, it is audible now. That is called Sthulam in Sanskrit. Then it is called Nadam or Vachikam. If Om is chanted loudly, then it is called Nadam or Vachikam. If Om is chanted loudly audible, chanted loudly in the Visuddha Chakra, loudly audible in Visuddha Chakra, it is called Sukshmam. That means without opening the mouth you have to do it like this. This is Visuddha Chakra. You must chant it here without opening your lips. or mouth. You are doing it loudly but without opening your mouth. So this is called Sukshmam, or it is called Upansu or Bindu, it is called. If Om is chanted mentally, that is Karanam. First is Sthulam, next is Sukshmam, now is Karanam, that means mentally. This is called Karanam. That means you should chant it mentally. Then it is called Kala or Manasikam. It is called Kala or Manasikam. Nada, Bindu, Kala, Titam. Uttama Tattva Chintanam. Madhyamas Shastra Chintanam. Adhama Mantra Chintanam. Tirtha Bhranti Adhamadamaha. Uttama Tattva Chintanam. Madhyamas Shastra Chintanam, Adhama Mantra Chintanam, and Tirtha Bhranti Adhamadhamam. Chintanam means to think and memorize. Brahma Chintanam means, Uttama Tattva Chintanam means Brahma Chintanam. He is considered to be the first category. Brahma Chintanam or Tattva Chintanam is one of the same thing. Shastra, that means scriptures, Chintanam is considered to be second category. Mantra Chintanam is considered to be third category, and last Tirtha Chintanam, that is pilgrimage, is considered to be fourth and lowest category. Dvamimau purushau loke sharaschaksharameva cha. Dvamimau purushau loke sharaschaksharayeva cha. Sharas sarvani bhutani Kutastoksharamuchyate. Where Arjun, there are two Purushas are there in this cosmos, Kshara and Akshara. All beings, including me, are Ksharas, destructible, and Akshara, the indestructible, is Kutastha Purusha here. All beings are Kshetras, that is destructible, including me means K.M. Sastry, not Paramatma. And Akshara means indestructible. They are Paramatma. That is Kutastha Purusha. Uttama Purushastanyah Paramatme Tyudakrutaha Yo Lokatrayamavisya Vibhartya Vyayayisvaraha. O Arjuna, there exists another highest being designated as Supreme Spirit, Uttama Purusha. He is different from Kshara and Akshara. He permeates the three worlds. Yasmat Ksharamatiitoham Aksharaadapi Chottamaha Atosmi Loke Vedecha Prajita Purushottama. Hey Arjun, I am beyond the indestructible Kshara, Prakriti. I am greater than indestructible Akshara, Jiva, and hence being famously called as Purushottama in Vedas and Cosmos. I am beyond the destructible Kshara, that is Prakriti. I am greater than indestructible Akshara, and hence being famously called as Purushottama in Vedas and Akshara. I wrongly read as a Prakriti as a indestructible. It is destructible. Prakriti is destructible, and that is Kshara. So indestructible is Akshara. Okay, Jiva. Yo mameva masammudho janati purushottamam sarvavid bhajati mam sarva bhavena bharata. O Arjun, whosoever freed from delusion knows me as Purushottama, the Supreme Spirit, then that sadhak will worship me always as Parameswara with fully contented mind. When impure is called Jiva, pure is called spirit, that means pure is called soul. So when impurities are removed from Jiva, then the remaining is soul, which is indestructible, that is Akshara. Iti guhyatamam shastram idam muktam maya nagha etad buddha buddhiman syat kruta krutyasya bharata. Hey Arjun, O sinless Arjun, this way I had said the most secretive Shastra, the most profound wisdom to you. The sadhak who grasps this knowledge will be a successful man of pure wisdom. Om Tat Sat iti Srimad Bhagavatgita Supanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastri Sri Krishnarjuna Samvadi Purushottama Prapti Yogo Nama Pancha Dasodhyayaha Samaptaha.